If you've ever felt like you have to choose between building your dreams and being present in your relationship, you are not alone. Some days it feels like being a loving wife and an ambitious woman cannot coexist in the same sentence. But what if I tell you that the problem isn't your ambition, it's the strategy you have been deploying? If you are new here, my name is Shewakin Lotto and I welcome you warmly. I'm your favorite life coach dedicated to helping upwardly mobile business and career women bloom in all aspects of life. Today, I'm sharing how to thrive in your marriage, pursue your purpose boldly while still taking care of you in the process. Come with me. A few weeks ago, I shared on the topic mastering work-life balance, where I debunked some myths and I concluded that work-life balance is not about 50-50. There's no way anyone can achieve 50-50 in their work and life. So when we're thinking about marriage and ambition, I think it's the same concept. There's no way that you can achieve 50-50 in your ambition and marriage. But there's something you can do, which is aligning your priorities with your core values. What are your core values? What do you stand for? What are those things that are important to you? When you are able to identify them, then it's easy to blend your ambition and marriage, making sure that nothing really suffers for the other. Also recognizing the season of life that you are. Some seasons demand more of you as a wife, and then some seasons demand more of you to focus on your ambition. Just recognizing the season and the phase of life that you are would be really helpful. So what exactly kills the connection between ambition and marriage? Because I know that these two things can exist simultaneously and we can excel in both, despite the fact that there's no way you can allocate 50% or you can allocate time 50-50 between those two things. There are three patterns that I see a lot of women fall into, and I'm going to explain them now. The first one is what I call the I can do it all trap. If you believe you are a 5 talents woman, raise your hand. In fact, let me be the first to raise my hand because every woman I know is multi-talented, including me. I do have a lot of talent, sincerely, and I typically believe that no one else can perform my roles or conduct my task better than me. I'm sure maybe that's what you think as well, because as women, we are nurturers, we are carers, we always want to take care of everyone in our own way, and we find it difficult to delegate. A lot of women are now embracing delegation at work, but they still find it hard to delegate at home. So if you are the I can do it all person, this is the time for you to pause and breathe. Are there things that you can delegate to other people? Maybe some house chores, maybe cooking, whatever it is you feel like, okay, this is not my forte, or this is consuming so much of my time in this season of my life. It's time to delegate those things. Think about it. Sometimes you might need to brainstorm with your spouse, with your husband, and say, what are some of the things we can delegate that is taking up our time? What are some of the things that other people can do better? That's their area of expertise that we can delegate to free up our time. I think this will be really helpful. The other part is I see a lot of women fall into this trap of communication without translation. I'm going to explain that. Women, we are quite loquacious compared to men, right? And you're just used to talking. You're talking and talking and talking and talking, but your spouse is not receiving that information. Communication is a two-way street. It's not just about you pouring out everything you have inside of you to the other person. It's also you listening. What is that person saying? And more importantly, what is your spouse not saying? What areas of life are they keeping mute? You want to press further. You want to press further and make sure that you both are on the same page. When you communicate, ask for feedback. Ask your spouse, can you please say what I just told you in your own words, so that you can identify gaps, you can clarify any ambiguity. The last one is performing instead of connecting. I see a lot of women fall into this. What do I mean by performing instead of connecting? As women, we have different roles. In your marriage, you're probably a wife, you are a mother if you have children, you are a sister to your siblings, you are a daughter to your parents, you are a sister to your cousins, you are a friend to your friends, right? You have multiple roles. At work, you might be a co-worker, you might be a subordinate, you might be a mentor, you might be a sponsor. Whatever it is that you are in your role or roles in life, you have different roles. And because we are expected to show up, some of us, we really want to show up for others. That means that even when you are tired, even when you are drained, you're trying to show up. And then in showing up, because you have all these multiple roles you need to perform for, you are not giving your best. You are not connecting with your spouse. You are not connecting with your siblings. You are not connecting with your parents because you are too preoccupied with ensuring you show up for all these roles. So instead of performing in your roles, why not prioritize connecting with people? So for example, if you are with your spouse, you can turn off your phone. Your phone does not need to be ringing and blowing up every second because your attention is needed elsewhere. Connect with your spouse. When you are with your parents, connect with your parents. When you are with your siblings, connect with your siblings. Stay grounded, one place at a time. You cannot be in two places per time. I see situations whereby maybe you are spending time with your spouse and then your work phone is ringing. You feel the need to pick it up. Suddenly you've messed up a really important moment to your spouse, and these things can cause cracks in relationships. They can cause cracks in marriages if they are not checked over time. They can cause cracks in marriages if they are not checked over time. So that's something you need to pay attention to. So what exactly is the blueprint for ensuring that you're thriving in your marriage and in your ambition? There's a 3-part framework I called marriage and mission harmony. Marriage and mission harmony. There's a 3-part framework I call marriage and mission harmony. I'll explain. The first part of that framework is that you prioritize purpose alignment. Life is hard. Life is busy. Life can be draining. But if you truly want to excel in your marriage and your ambition, you need to prioritize purpose alignment. Have regular meetings with your spouse, check-in meetings. How am I doing? Ask questions. How am I doing? Are we still building the type of life that we want together? In what ways have we derailed? What can I improve on? What am I currently doing that you would like me to stop? What am I currently not doing that you would like me to start doing? Those questions, simple but revealing and helpful. It can help you thrive in your marriage. It can help you build the type of life that you want with your spouse. Prioritize purpose alignment. Have regular times. Don't be too busy for your date night. Make sure that you are carving out time together to talk about your goals, to talk about your dreams as a couple, not as individuals. Yes, I know you have your individual dreams, but you want to prioritize that purpose alignment, making sure that if you have derailed, you can quickly come back on track before things become irreparable. The next part of that is practice intentional communication. Remember I said that I see a lot of women fall into 3 different patterns which I discussed previously, and one of those patterns is communication without translation. So if you truly want to excel or thrive in your marriage and in your ambition, you need to practice intentional communication. Communication is so hard because we have it all figured out in our heads and we expect that other person to fully understand it. However, we are all wired differently. The way God made a man is different from the way God made a woman. We receive information in different ways. Practice repetition, just like I said earlier. You might need to say it repeatedly. For example, I know for myself that if I need to travel for work, I tell my husband in advance, I text it to him, I email him, I talk about it, I sing about it, so that it's registered in his brain, so that he's not scheduling meetings when I'm traveling, or scheduling traveling when I'm also traveling, because we need to kind of coordinate things. Practicing intentional communication can save you a lot of stress and headache, and also miscommunication. Again, when you practice intentional communication, it leads to peace of mind. So how exactly can you practice intentional communication? Because I've observed that communication is a big deal in relationship. Other than money issues, communication is the next thing. So you can adopt a 3P approach: praise, pause, partner. Praise, pause, partner. Praising your spouse can do magical things for your relationship. Praising your spouse can do magical things in your marriage. Praise them for the effort. No matter how inconsequential you might think those efforts are, they add up, they build up. So praise your partner, praise your spouse, praise your husband. Then pause instead of reacting. Maybe you see something that annoys you, something that you feel should be done in a different way. Pause. Take a step back. When you pause, it allows you to have a measured response. It allows you to respond from a place of wisdom, from a place of understanding, rather than just being irrational. And remember that words, once spoken, can never be retrieved. You can say you are sorry, you can apologize, but it's better to pause before reacting. The last thing is partner, which simply means that partner to solve the problem. Avoid pointing accusing fingers. Avoid playing that blame game. Oh, you were supposed to do this, you didn't do it. It's because you did this that this happened. Avoid that blaming. Attack the problem, not the person. I'm sure you've heard this before. When you do this, when you do each of these things, it helps you in building a formidable bond with your spouse. The last part of this marriage and mission harmony is to protect your intimacy ecosystem. What do I mean by that? I'm not talking about physical touches alone, but I'm talking about making sure that you are protecting that space for you and your spouse, that space of intimacy where you come together to dream together, to even spend time together, to relax. Have regular things that you enjoy doing together. Maybe you have a movie night, or you go on date nights weekly. I know sometimes schedules can be tight, and depending on the phase and season of life you have, you might not even have someone to be able to watch your kids. But how about spending time together when the kids are in bed? Just sitting together, fantasizing. The things that you used to do before you got married, you can still do them while you are married. Protecting your intimacy ecosystem can go a long way. During your busy times of the day, think about your spouse. Send a quick text message. Send a quick voice note. Send a quick text message. Send a quick voice note. Place a quick call, just to make sure that your spouse knows you are thinking about them. And then you can continue from there after work. Now, all of this will not be possible without you taking care of yourself. That leads me to prioritizing you. Creating that time to nurture yourself, investing in yourself, not just in terms of your physical looks, but also your mental capacity. Also investing in yourself. What are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding your mind with? Feed your mind with things that encourage you, things that empower you, things that elevate you. And then you begin to blossom, because when you can blossom, and then you begin to blossom, because when you blossom from within, it shows up in your marriage, it shows up in your ambition, it shows up in every part of life that you are involved with. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what is one thing you do to nurture your relationship and marriage? If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Also, remember to share this video with one power woman who wants to thrive in her marriage and also build her ambition. And until next time, I say, be exceptional, be intentional, and be on point. Thank you.